Today we're touring one of my favorite builds yet, LOKI Coach 20, the latest to leave our factory. Every one of our builds always has a little unique touch to it that reflects the customer's interest, and this one was built for an active lifestyle. And it's got some features that we've never seen before in a luxury motor coach. For this coach, we've gone back to the LOKI Coach signature exclusive paint scheme. Personally, I'm a huge Porsche fan, and I love that the main color of this coach is the chalk gray from the Porsche collection. Let's start this walk around by touring the bays on the passenger side. Right away we can see that the configuration of these bays is something that we've never seen before. Especially in these first two bays, we've developed a cargo storage system that you'd find in an adventure vehicle. These aluminum panels can be moved around to create an extremely versatile storage configuration where essentially if you need to store bigger items or smaller items, you got to put all of your friends' golf bags in here, and you simply remove a few of the trays, and everything is done with attach points on there so you can secure all your gear on the inside. At the top here we also have an upgraded sound system, and as always the configuration for your entire motor coach is found on the Garmin tablet, which is removable in the bay, so it makes it extra useful. Another nice attention to detail is the color of this storage system is the same color as the exterior of the coach. On the left of bay number 1, we press this button here to release the electromagnetic lock, and out comes our 65-inch TV. Slide it over. Your storage bay is now your entertainment bay. When you're done with that, stow it back away, and you just close this cover here. Wait a couple seconds, and now your bay is locked and your TV is secured inside the bay. As we come over here to bay number 2, we can see that it's completely different. We've added a ton of features. We'll state the obvious first. At the bottom here, we can see 2 bike racks. We have a pole there at the top to hang over your gear to dry. We've brought a water system over here that can either be used to clean your bikes or an outdoor shower space. So this feature down here is pretty cool. One of the nicest features on the coach. Essentially, this receptacle is used to completely deploy your own hammock system. Yes, I said it right, a hammock. And it's that simple. And the final thing that we have up here at the top is the removable table. You can essentially deploy your cooking station anywhere around the hosting area. The third bay, we've got our compact kitchen setup. We've tried to maximize the amount of features that we put in our signature chef kitchen, which you can get more information on at the link. Essentially, we've got a lot of the same features. We've got our fridge area here. Down below, you wouldn't expect it, but we've got a refrigerated wine cellar. This is your electric cooktop, which essentially we can use the table that's in bay number 2 and move this anywhere you'd want. We also in this drawer have the induction cooktop, which is also movable for wherever you set up your remote kitchen. We've got some additional storage, and we also have the cutting board extension, which gives you a little bit more room on this outdoor kitchen. And at the back is where we keep our Accuva UV water filtering system, which essentially cleans all of the water in your tanks in any faucet of the coach, removes 99.9% of bacteria, and gives you clean drinking water anywhere in the coach. This bay is designed for the toolbox. We've got a little utility shelf here. We've got some power above, which is very handy. And at this very last bay here, in the back of this black aluminum panel is where we find the water tanks. And as we do on every build, we have the LOKI Coach signature panel here, where everyone that's worked hard on the coach signs their name before the coach leaves the facility. We're gonna take a look at the driver's side bays, starting by bay number 1. So this is the back of bay number 1. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of storage space. We've got a space for the Dyson vacuum. We've got a 220 volt hookup here for extra power. At the bottom of the bay, we've got a subwoofer system. Moving along to the next bay, again, ample storage space. Continuation from bay number 2, we've added a second water outlet here. So essentially you can wash your bikes on either side of the bays. And on this panel over here, we have the physical breaker. I'd like to point out that we can reset the breakers within the Garmin system. If you wanted to redo them manually, it would be right here. Moving along to the next bay is the energy bay. This is where we find the 48 kilowatt lithium-ion battery power system that essentially powers the entirety of this coach. At the top, we have the smart solar charge controllers. We've got some breaker resets at the bottom there as well. And at the bottom here, we can find two monitors that basically gives you the analytics on the system. Like all of our other LOKI Coach builds, this one runs on a smart power system, which essentially takes the power from multiple sources. We've got the lithium-ion battery here, we've got a backup generator, and the system chooses the smart way of charging. So essentially, if you're plugged in on the shore, it'll recharge the batteries that way. We've got, like as I said, the backup generator, but we also have 2,400 watts of solar on the roof, and essentially the system intelligently chooses how it recharges itself. Speaking of the generator, that's what we find in this next bay. We've got an industrial grade 12,000 watt generator. And finally, at the rear of the coach, we've got the plumbing bay. We can control all of the water controls. We've got the Garmin tablet here that keeps track of what's going on in the tanks. We've got different utility functions. Over here, we have the exit to the macerator. We've got the shore hookup here, which is on an electronic spool that we can control with these buttons here. And when we're gonna flush out the black tanks, we've got the tube that's stored in that compartment to keep everything clean. We also have additional water here if you want to wash your hands or if you need another water source, and a water hookup as well. So right here we've got the water shutoff valves. We've integrated also some power at the bottom, and some people ask, why do you have a network cable here? Well, that's essentially if you're at a resort and they've got an internet hookup, you can plug it in directly from this area here. That's it for the bays. Let's take a look inside. Here we are inside the coach, a lot to cover. I'd like to mention that this is a 2-slide configuration. We've got the double slides on the driver's side. This floor plan here is the sofa with the double recliners. I love how we have some contrasting textures with the sofa. I love the selection of leather that was used here for the sitting area. We've got the gray tones here for the sofa bed, and a nice contrasting color choice with the recliners where we've taken a more darker approach. The vision that we had for the black walls here is that there's a lot of Prevost hardware where you've got the black outlines, and so by having this whole window area blacked out, it kind of looks like it's just one giant window. The color palette that was chosen, again, for the interior of this coach is remarkable. The subtle gray colors for the seating here. I want to bring your attention here to the essence of wood that was used. We used a white oak on the cabinets here. White oak is very much in style right now, and it's one of the first coaches that we've applied it into, and I think it looks fantastic. This coach comes with our upgraded sound system package. So here we see the Focal sound system that completely brings the audio sound in this coach to a whole other level. Coming here to the Galley, we've got a beautiful stone texture here that's just subtle enough to give you a nice little detailing. At the top here, we have our Fisher-Paykel induction cooktop. Up here we have the Cafe convection microwave that also acts as an air fryer. It's very handy when you're on the road. Each one of the interiors of the cabinets has this soft fade-in lighting, which is a very nice attention to detail. Here we have our sink, which is touch activated. We've got our garbage system at the bottom here. Every one of these doors is controlled by an electromagnetic lock, so once the vehicle goes into drive, all of your cabinet doors lock and ensures that they don't open while the vehicle is in motion. We'll go over the drawers really quick. We've got our standard utensil storage. We've got some lighting integrated, our dishwasher at the bottom, and this feature, which for this one we did something a little bit different. Rather than having the oak finish, we've put a stainless steel counter, which gives it kind of a restaurant feel. And these last two drawers here are our standard storage drawers. The coffee station is actually a little bit different. We've played around with the storage here, and honestly, I love this configuration. We've got some very large drawers here for some additional storage. And here's where our pantry, we've got additional room where here we've got 2 sets of pull-outs, which essentially gives us a super large area here for food pantry and storing your larger items. And at the top of the coffee station is additional storage, and I just love the lighting in here. At the bottom of the banquette here, we've also got another storage drawer, and this is the switch that we use to pull out and pull in the table, essentially giving you more space when the slide outs are closed. I'd like to point out that this sofa bed also turns into a hide-a-bed, so if your guests want to spend the night, you've got a place to host them. Both of these recliners are extremely comfortable and have motorized features. And over here we have our Fisher Paykel full-size fridge, some storage at the top, and at the bottom we've got the freezer configuration. We also have numerous Garmin tablets throughout the coach that are strategically positioned, and each one of the UIs is configured for where that tablet is found within the coach. Speaking of the Garmin tablets, let's take the one in the cockpit area to show off the entertainment area at the front of this coach. We have not 1, but 2 TVs for all of your entertainment needs. This smaller TV is on a swivel, so you can essentially adjust it for where you're sitting. We've got the upgraded sound system here, which gives you incredible sound. One of the attention to details that I really particularly enjoy is the addition of wood at the bottom of this cabinet. It's a recall from the wood that we find on this ceiling, and it just kind of breaks the white that we have going on at the top here, and it's really just a really nice touch. And the lighting design in this Motorcoach is fantastic. We've got a nice accent light here behind the recliners. We also have the ceiling here that has seamless air vents here where you don't see them at all, and linear lighting that goes from the front to the rear of the coach that really makes this interior breathtaking. So this being a double slide gives us a little bit more flexibility with what we can do with the bathroom. So this is our larger half bath configuration. We gain a few inches, which permits us to make a bigger sink, and we've angled it in the corner so that it's more ergonomic. I would like to point out how special this stone is. This isn't just a quartz or a synthetic stone. This is a natural stone. So it is extremely unique. There will never be another sink that was made in this material because each natural stone has its own design. As part of the LOKI experience, you can come tour with us the warehouse that has an extensive selection of natural stones, and natural stones as part of the interior of your coach completely elevates it to another level. So we use the same wood essence in here as we do in the Galley area. This beautiful veining on the white oak, and an ample amount of storage space in the pharmacy where we've got 5 separate doors, and honestly the lighting in here is fantastic. The ceiling is also made out of oak. Another nice attention to detail that I really enjoy is how we've integrated the ventilation system within this piece of wood. And on this wall here we've got the controls for the pocket doors, which control the door for the bathroom and also close off the room area. And if we look on this side, we've got the washer dryer that's conveniently stowed right next to your bedroom for your laundry needs. Now the primary bedroom. This configuration is a regular slide, so we've got the smaller slide at the rear. We've got a queen size bed that's adjustable independently on each side. The wood side walls here just give it an absolutely elegant look, and does a very nice contrast with the whites that are used. And also on this build we did something a little bit different where the door is made out of oak, and so all of the door frames are also matching, which gives it a nice elevated look. Storage in the bedroom can be found here on the right side. We've also got 2 large closets on the other side. And we also have extra storage on top of the bed. We've also got the pop-up TV, and we've integrated the Focal sound system to have great sound throughout the coach. Behind me is the primary bathroom, and here again we've used that natural stone, which is an absolute showstopper. We've integrated it as part of the custom sink, the backsplash, but we've also placed it at the bench of the shower and also at the step of the shower. It really elevates this space. Another nice upgrade that was put into this bathroom is our heated towel that's integrated within the shower. And then we've got our standard LOKI Coach shower with integrated lighting. The color of the hardware that was selected ties in the space very nicely. I don't think I'll ever get tired of the look of this bathroom. It's got really a timeless design. On the other side, we've got storage, the lighting design here as well with some accents. I just love how the white oak pops out in every one of these rooms. It's just such a nice modern texture, and honestly, it's going to keep that appeal for its entire lifetime. One of the features that a lot of people like is the privacy glass. Here it's applied to the window for the shower. Essentially, if you want to have some extra privacy while you're taking a shower, you just hit the button on the Garmin tablet, and now you've got full intimacy while you're in the shower. And each one of the side windows on the coach also has that feature. And the beauty of the privacy glass is that you have privacy, but you're also getting the natural light from outside during the day, which is a nice feature. We find ourselves in the cockpit area. I've always been very vocal about my admiration on the craftsmanship that goes into the stitching and the upholstering, and this build is no different. The detail work here is just done to a perfection. We've got a subtle material selection of Italian leather and accent work here done on the sides that are made of Alcantara. Let's talk about the screens that we have in the cockpit area. Here we have a large Android screen, which essentially runs the Garmin vehicle management system, but also has CarPlay, which is a very nice feature to have when you're driving and you want to connect to your mobile phone. These two screens here are your e-mirrors, which essentially remove any blind spots that you have while you're driving the vehicle. And we've added this extra Garmin tablet up here to have a constant navigation system in view while you're driving. To the left, we find the controls for the valid automatic leveling system, and we've got our numerous Prevost controls here. And also, I'd like to bring your attention to the genuine carbon fiber that we use in many accent pieces on this dash. We've integrated a neat feature here at the door where there's a screen that folds down, so you can essentially keep the door open so have some fresh air come in and make sure that the bugs stay out. This is the first time we integrate this in one of our builds, and I really think it's a nice feature. We've got the custom upholstered cockpit and co-pilot seats that match the recliners to the rear and really tie in the dark tones from the carbon fiber and just bring the cockpit area as a whole together nicely. That wraps up the tour. As I said before, I genuinely think that this was one of the nicest interiors that we've ever done. I find the balance of the materials and the colors that were chosen really bring this coach to a whole other level. We've done a lot of lighter coaches in the past. We've done a lot of darker coaches, and this one is just a nice, perfect mix through the middle, and the wood tones really just, I love them. Let me know what you think. Is this how you'd configure the interior of your coach? We'd love to hear your impressions in the comments. And please consider subscribing if you'd like to see more videos like this. We'll see you at the next build coming very shortly.